on down to on the West Main Street. Y'all know the deal.
Guys, feast your eyes on this classic 1982 Suzuki GS1100G. This was Cycle World's Superbike of the Year, 3 years back to back. That means it was the fastest production Japanese bike on the market, 81, 82, and 83. Faster than the GS1000, faster than the Honda CBX 1000 6-cylinder. This was the monster on the street and the strip, and it was set up right from the factory with the nice comfy seat. Bars nice and high, so you could ride this thing all day long, and it came with the shaft drive, so no messy chain to mess with. And the windjammer, the Vetter fairing that's on here, is painted and striped exactly to match the factory paint job. And if you look at the side profile from over here, it kind of looks like a new Harley Davidson Road Glide fairing. And I was thinking as I was riding this thing, to buy a Harley Davidson, here we are 43 years later, you'd have to spend $40,000 to get a Harley that puts down 104 rear wheel horsepower, except for it's going to be 250 pounds heavier than this. This is 556 pounds, and this thing will absolutely smoke any production Harley Davidson made today on the highway, because they're governed to under 120 miles an hour. This thing will do 134 miles an hour out of the box. So as evidenced by my little demo ride here, it'll also stand straight up and smoke the rear tire on command. Now that's why Cycle World voted it Superbike of the Year. These were tried and true endurance racing. These bikes are winning at Daytona. They had the GS1000S model, which was basically a chain drive version of this with a little smaller engine with a quarter fairing that they were, hitting the high banks of Daytona at 130 miles an hour. Right from the factory, triple disc brakes, mag wheels, air forks, long travel shocks, laid down shocks on the back, nice shape to the tank. Nice shape to the tailpiece, super comfy all-day saddle, super comfy big rubber grips. Came with a center stand and side stand, chrome 4-in-4 exhaust, or 4-in-2 exhaust, chrome airbox cover, so it has a real nice side profile. And if you look at the front forks, that's not chrome, guys, that's polished aluminum forks. However, the chrome on the upper stanchions fork tubes is really nice also. The bike's an absolute diamond. It runs like brand new. It looks like brand new. The Vetter fairing has the cut down short windshield, which is really nice. You look over the shield, not through it. I don't like looking through a shield when I ride. This was a revolutionary 1100cc sport touring bike. And this is a super well-preserved example. It's the best of the early 80s Japanese muscle bikes. Super robust and reliable. Excellent handling and performance. It's a double overhead cam, 4-valve per cylinder, ultra reliable electronic ignition, bulletproof 5-speed transmission, and of course the maintenance-free silent shaft drive. Powerful triple disc brakes, exceptionally versatile as a super cruiser or a sport bike. This one is in mint original, unrestored, unrepainted condition. This is the original factory finishes on this bike. And of course the period correct windjammer fairing that Ron's showing you. 3 years back to back, Cycle World Magazine Superbike of the Year, 81, 82, and 83. It is a classic now. It's 43 years old. It looks like brand new, it rides like brand new, and it runs like brand new. So we just went through it top to bottom, front to back. It's got new spark plugs, the new Yuasa battery, new battery tender lead so you can keep it plugged in, new Spectro 10W40 engine oil. We pulled the tank, drained, rinsed, cleaned, and inspected the fuel tank, rebuilt the fuel pack assembly, removed and completely disassembled the carburetors, split the rack on the cars and put new carburetor crossover O-rings. We also micro-drilled the pilot jets. Jeff Castine, the Manic mechanic himself, actually worked on this along with Mr. Turbo. The Manic mechanic did the final super tune on it, so it's typical Jeff Castine, Manic mechanic. This thing, the carbs are synced perfectly. The pilot jets were micro-drilled. He reset the float heights, put new fuel lines on it, and of course we're running VP 94 non-ethanol fuel. The airbox was removed and cleaned. A new air filter was installed. The bike was test ridden and by me and Jeff Castine, and confirmed it's a diamond. So everything's been gone through. All the lights test perfectly. It has an upgraded horn, super loud horn on there. Then I went to the detail shop where it was steam cleaned, hand washed, polished, and waxed to perfection. If you look closely at the engine cases, those were sanded with 320, 608 grit, 800 grit sandpaper, then buffed to a beautiful shine. The Suzuki logo on the side was hand repainted as was the circle around it. All of the chrome, all the painted surfaces. We had Woody, who's been a painter for 30 years, professionally buffed and polished and put 2 coats of new coat wax on the original factory paint job. So that's the original 43-year-old paint job, and it looks freaking fantastic. This bike runs, rides, and looks like new. It's a great bike. I'd hop on this bike tomorrow and ride it to California or Alaska. Maybe throw a saddlebags over the seat and just get up and go. Your lady's gonna love this thing. It's gonna be as comfortable as any new Harley or any new Japanese bike. It's, look how thick you got 6 inches of foam here. It's a super cushy seat, and with 104 horsepower, sure is nice having the little lip in the back to keep her from sliding off, as well as yourself. So, original exhaust, looks in excellent condition. The only thing I would do to this bike, the Bridgestone, these are Bridgestone Spitfire tires, one of my favorite tires to put on a bike. They've got 90% tread and they roll real nice, but they're over 7 years old. That's why I didn't mind smoking the rear a little bit, because I would suggest putting a new set of tires on it. We can put any tire of your choice on here for parts and labor. If you have a particular brand, we can do that, or you can take it and burn rubber down the street with these as much as you want. But I would, that's the one thing I would do, is replace the tires. That's it. We invested liberally into the bike, quite a bit of time and money. It came out to just over $3,500 between the 22 hours of shop labor and parts and shop supplies. So rest assured, this one's an absolute diamond. The previous owner took really good care of it, as you can see, and it's ready to go. This windshield also has these 2 little vents you can pop open if you want to let the wind run right through on a hot day. But this is exactly the way I would have set it up, with a small windshield on there. Thing's a diamond. Ship it anywhere in the country for you. We also offer financing through Freedom Road, and we take trades. If you got an old bike that doesn't run, or a nice bike that does run, we'll take it on a trade-in. And if you know anything about these shaft drive 1100s, they're bulletproof. This one's got a lot of life left in it, and it's ready to rumble. Thanks for watching, and God bless America.